Hello lovely people, welcome to the Geek Cupboard. I'm Penge, and today we are going to do something a little bit different, as you can clearly see, because right now you are looking at my hands, there they are, hello, and a lovely cup of tea. Yorkshire Gold, by the way, not sponsored sadly, but yes, a lovely cup of Yorkshire Gold. But yeah, we're going to do something a little bit different to celebrate the return of Formula 1 in 2026. With all the brand new rules and regulations and all that kind of stuff, I thought we should celebrate it because I do like Formula 1. I like my motorsport and I like Formula 1. And yes, I thought maybe to celebrate the return of F1 with all the new exciting rules and such like, we should build this. We should build ourselves this. I got this a long time ago, several years ago, and I'd always had it in my mind that we should build this on the channel. You know, put together this lovely Lego Technic Mercedes. That was the plan, and I've just never really got round to it. And then I thought, you know what, actually? Formula 1 is back. There's a load of new rule changes. It's all very exciting, very unpredictable. Who knows what's going to happen? It seems like the perfect time to get this sorted. So yeah, we're going to build this. We're going to put this together. It's a lovely Lego Technic Formula 1 car. It's a pull-back model, which is exciting. So you can pull it back and it goes zoom in the other direction, which is fun. And whilst we do this, whilst I put this together, I am going to answer a lot of questions. Now you might remember, a while back now, back in December 2025 it was, right back at the start of December, I put a sort of community post thingamajig out there saying, hey, ask me some questions please, because I've got an idea for what we can do with these questions. And the plan was to build this Lego F1 car for Boxing Day, because a lot of people get Lego at Christmas, and I was going to try and tie it into that and go, do you know what? A lot of you on Boxing Day might be building Lego, so let's build a Lego thing. Yay, that's exciting. And I was going to answer the questions and build this on Boxing Day. But unfortunately, around Christmas, I was quite unwell. I wasn't particularly great, and I just couldn't get anything done. I struggled to get videos sorted out. So it just didn't happen. It didn't happen at all. But yeah, now we're going to do that. So anybody that asked a question all those months ago now, about what, 3 months ago was it now? Sorry everybody, but everybody that did ask a question, your question might possibly pop up now. Now, there were quite a lot of questions asked. I think there were about 110 possibly. I mean, there are 110 comments, so some of those might not be questions. It might just be somebody saying hello or something like that. I don't know, but let's say there's 10 that are not questions. That leaves maybe 100 questions to go through. And a few people in their comment have asked quite a lot of questions in one comment. So if I don't get round to answering your question, then I do apologise. I'll try my best to get through as many as possible. But yeah, it's going to be quite tricky to do. Also, I am periodically going to be having some lovely tea. Like so, because it's nice. And my little sort of, my warmer is over here. I've got a little sort of tiny sort of USB hot plate type thing, so I can put my tea on that and it keeps it a little bit warm. Not, you know, not like it's a super fresh cup of tea, but it will do the job. So here we go. Let's open this up. And yeah, this has been sat over there, just sort of off camera, if you like, just over there on the side. I've got like a desk sort of thing over here. It's been sat there for ages. For so long. I got this when I went to Silverstone in 2024 it would have been. I got this from the shop. And yeah, it's just been sitting there patiently waiting for us to sort it out. So here we go. No time like the present. The new F1 season has begun. And as I'm recording this right now, the qualifying is done and we're waiting for the race. So yeah, it's an exciting time. It's all very good. And this seems like quite an appropriate car. I won't do any spoilers, of course, but yeah, we'll open this up now and we'll see what happens. Here we go. Right, open it up like that. Oh, it's always exciting. I do like a nice bit of Lego. There we go. Pop that open. And here we go. Right, oh, tyres. Proper actual tyres. I think I read, hang on, that might be crackly. I read a stat somewhere that Lego make the most tyres in the world. They like produce the most tyres of any other organisation, even like tyre companies. Lego make more tyres than actual tyre companies. I read that somewhere. I don't know if it's true. I assume it might have an element of truth to it. Okay, so hang on, let me get these tyres out. So there are 4 tyres. I don't think we're going to need those right now, so we'll park those. I'm going to put them over here. Right, and then we've got, of course, various bags. Bag number 4. bag number 3, bag number 2, and then bag number 1. This is going to be quite loud and crinkly, I think, but there you go. So bag number 1. So I assume we're going to need bag number 1 first, and then we've got, oh, is that the engine? That might be the engine. By the way, there might be moments, because we're incredibly professional here in the Geek Cupboard, where I'm sort of going like this, and it might not be entirely on camera, because I'm trying a different thing for where I put my camera. I'm trying to put it in a slightly different place. So, yeah, I'm pointing at you, aggressively pointing. Yeah, normally the camera is sort of on an arm that's mounted on the side of the desk here in front of me. And it goes up and sort of loops over on itself and then points down from where it is there, points down at my desk. But yeah, I thought I'm going to keep banging it. I'm going to keep knocking it. So I've positioned it so it's sort of hanging from above, if you like. There's a shelf up there. So it's hanging off the shelf and pointing down. But I've got to remember that it's in a slightly different place. Otherwise, I'm going to be going like this, going, wow, that's brilliant. Look at that. And you're going to be going, I can't see anything, Penge, you buffoon. So, yes, there we go. All sorts of different bits and bobs, and the sticker sheet. Okay, there's quite a lot of stickers there, but okie dokie. And then there we go. We've got the instructions and the box. I shall park down here for now. There we go. Right, here we go. Lego Technic instructions. It is, yes, Lego model number 42165, in case you're interested. So here we go. Open it up. And there we go. Right. What's that telling us? That's telling us that something is 1-to-1 size or something. I'm already stumped, Lego. I don't know what this means. I don't know what that is, but okay. Right. So, bag number 1 plus the engine that we saw. So I'm going to park that. I mean, can you guys see that? I've got little markers, I think. I've found random things in the Geek Cupboard and put them toward the edges. So hopefully you should be able to kind of see that. And then we'll do our building here and the book can sort of be there. Hang on, I need to stand up to actually check that. Hang on. Oh no, the book's not quite in front. There we go. That's about right. That'll do. Everything is fine. Very professional here in the Geek Cupboard. Right, stickers can go over here for now. Okie dokie. Oh no, I've moved my edge border thing. Go over there, stickers. Right, so we need this engine thingy. Okay, so let's get this out. And whilst I do this, I should possibly do some of those question things. So well, here we go. So question, hang on. What I should do is, I should get the stuff out of the bags first. And then I should do the questions, because it's quite noisy. So there we go. So tip that out. Anything in there? No, that's that done. And then go to here, open that out, put that like that. Okay, right, there's the first sort of first bag of stuff. So the first question says, would you consider going back for a second bite of RimWorld now there's so much lovely DLC to play with? And you know what? It's always been on the back of my mind, RimWorld, but I'm always a bit concerned that it won't be as good as the first series. I sort of think, what if it's not as good? What if we don't have as much fun with it? So, yes, I would consider going back to it. It was really good. RimWorld was very good fun to play. One of the classic series on the channel, I would say. But, yes, it sort of I'd need to kind of prepare myself for it a bit. And I feel like we'd need some sort of goal rather than just play RimWorld with some of the DLC. We'd need like an objective for it. We need to actually sort of go and do some stuff with it, I think. Hang on, right, I'm going to do something here. Let's move that out of the way. That might be going off the side of the camera, but that's okay. I'm going to do something I do quite like to do with Lego. When you get the stuff out, I like it to be in colour order, which might be a bit of a nerdy thing, but I think that helps. It helps that if you I need a red thing, you can just go, well, the red things are over here in my red thing pile. And that kind of makes sense. If I just put them over here, look, pop all the things over there. So we've got different coloured piles of thingamajigs. There we go. That's a thingamajig there. Then we've got these gigantic bits over here. Again, these might be going off camera, sorry. And also the audio might be getting a little bit wibbly because I keep looking up and down. The microphone's up there. Yeah, it's fine. We're just bumbling around. It's a casual, fun thing. We're just mucking about. It's all good. Right, there we go. And Voila. Right, okay, now we can find things a little bit easier. Lovely. So, yes, we might well go back to RimWorld. I would like to do that, because it's really good. It's very, very good. And then, yeah, there's another question on that, which says, what is the most impressive dish you can cook? I mean, I do make, I think, anyway. He says possibly tooting and trumpet a little bit. I make what I think is quite a good Sunday roast. I do good roast chicken and the vegetables and good old stuffing balls, and we have Yorkshire puddings. And I've got significantly better at doing. Hang on, which way around is that? That's that way, is it? Like so. There we go. At doing roast potatoes. Quite good at doing roast potatoes now, because they're key to it. I used to do them; they're a bit soggy. But I've learned different techniques now. So yeah, I do quite a good Sunday roast. Another thing that I made this up once for Mrs. Penge, and it was quite good. It was pork loin, like soy sort of pork loin strips. So I get pork loin, chop it into bits, and then I'd fry those and add soy sauce and some like mushrooms and things. So the mushrooms went into the soy and onions and things. And then I did sweet potato and cabbage mash with it. Sometimes I'd put some chilli in there to give it a bit of ump. Sometimes I wouldn't. And then we'd have it with either possibly some egg fried rice or maybe some like couscous or whatever. That was really nice. That was very, very nice. Let's get back to doing a bit of this. Otherwise I'll just be reading questions and not building anything. We'll be here forever. Right, we need one of those bits, like so. And then we need... I'm just going to stand up and check again that we are pointing in the right place. Good. Yes. Excellent. This is because, yeah, the camera bit is there, so I've got to remember to point at that. Right, get a red thing. The red thing goes in there at the end, and then we've got two blue things that go in on those sides. Okie dokie. So put them in like, hang on a minute, yeah, in like that. And that goes just... Oh, that goes in here. That goes in like that, does it? I think it might go at the end. Yes, it looks like it goes in at the end. A bit like... Go on, get in. There we go. Like that, because I think there's a bit of a... There's one space left between the two things. Okay, so like that. And then we've got one of these big, long thingamajigs that goes over like so. Okay, so put that on. These are... getting fiddly bits to sort out, but there we go. And then, yeah, push it all the way through. And ta-da, like so. Okay, oh yeah, look, 1-to-1. Yes, it is that size. I believe you, Lego. You don't need to prove yourself to me. It's fine. Okay, and then we take one of... what's that? That is one of... need one of those and a blue bit and a thing like... Hang on a minute. A thing like that, is it? Yes, okay. So we get the little, what looks like a piston to me. Put that into there like that. So that goes... does that go all the way through? No, that sort of sticks out. Where does that go? In the fourth one along? 1, 2, 3. Yeah, it must go there. So that must go in like that. And then 1, 2, 3 away from there is... that. Okay, right, so put that in like so. Okay, this is intriguing. I don't quite know where we're going with this, but okay. Right, somebody else, another question says, yeah, a few people asked this actually. Where did Penge come from? Now, weirdly, we did cover this on the recent Inside the Geek Cupboard video, which, shameless self-promotion time, is, yes, if you become a patron or a YouTube member, you do get access to Inside the Geek Cupboard, where we chat a bit like this. It's a bit like this. Nonsense happens and talking happens. And then, hang on, let's grab another one of those. And then that goes through. Okay. That's fine. And then, yeah, we chat about games, and there's a video bit. You get to see what's going on inside the Geek Cupboard and all that kind of stuff. But, yeah, we did cover where Penge comes from, the name. And I'm aware that it is Danish for money, which is interesting. But it's nothing to do with that. Hang on, round bit there. Where's the round bit? Round bit, come here. There we go. Round bit, red bit, and like an axle type thingamajig. But yes, it means... well, it doesn't mean anything particularly, but it's an abbreviation of my name. It's a nickname that just stuck. It just stuck and has stuck for a long time, and I imagine will be around forever. And of course, I'm not going to tell you what my actual name is, but yeah, it's a sort of a version of my name, if you like. And yeah, it did just stick. Like my parents would call me it sometimes. That's what like my in-laws say. Mrs. Penge calls me it. So yeah, it's just like a nickname that then just stuck, and that's kind of it. I don't really hear my actual name very often, except possibly at work. And that's kind of it. Right, 2 blue bits. There we go. But yeah, Penge is also it's a London borough. I hear it. I hear it's very nice, although I've not been there myself. But yes, it is a London borough as well. So you can go to Penge. You can visit Penge if you wish. Get on the bus to Penge. Right. We need one of these things, one of those things, and another kind of axle sort of a thing. So okay, so we've got that, and then that goes in like that. But then sort of sideways, is it? And then that, oh, hang on, yeah, that's got one of those on it. So that's going to slot over there. Again, I need to do this in front of the camera like that. And then that bit, the little sort of knobbly bit, is going to stick out. Okay, and I think we're making a similar thing. We're making another one, possibly going in the other direction. Okay, and that's going to go into... there. So the 4th thing along, I think that is, like so. Okay, so that's in like that, and then we need to do it again. So we'll get one of those. We will get ourselves, where is it, like an axle-y sort of a thing, and pop that in like that. Then we'll get one of those bits and put it so it's like that, and then we'll get a little sort of connecty bit, put it like that, and that I imagine is going to go in on the opposite side. So we've got this kind of mirrored. Yeah, there you go. That looks about right. Yeah, it sort of looks... is that going to be kind of a car-shaped type of a thing? I don't know. Okay, right. Next question. Someone's put what game you're going to play next. I'm not sure. I don't know in terms of series, because Golden Lap, by the time, well, as this video goes out, Golden Lap will be finishing today. And I know lots of people go boo, and there's a bit of a campaign for us to try and sort of try and keep it going. But I think we're finishing it in terms of series form at the right time. However, that I did possibly have the thought that if we were going to try and do some live streaming, that it'd be quite a good game to live stream, wouldn't it? Would anybody want to watch Golden Lap being live streamed? Let me know, please, because that would be quite a good thing. I didn't know whether we could play Flotsam. That looks like quite a fun game to play as a little sort of mini-series type thing. There we go. That's that one done. Then we want to get that thing, which is a very odd-looking Lego piece, and 2 of those. Okay. And then, oh, we're making 2. We're doing 2 of these. Okie dokie. So they're going into the middle. So yeah, I thought Flotsam would be quite a good game. Because yeah, that's come out into full release. We'd played that absolutely ages ago. Like so long ago, way back in the dim and distant past. And then, yeah, it's now gone into sort of full build. So I thought, yeah, that might be quite a fun thing to play. So you build out on the sea. You build like a little sort of floaty trash land or something. Okay, we've got that. And then we've got the engine thing like that. And this is going to connect. Now, see, the only problem is doing this whilst showing everybody is that if I get it wrong, I'm going to look a bit silly. So this bit here is coming through to go just here, I think. So hang on, let me clip that together. That looks about right to me. I think that looks right. That bit seems to be sticking out a bit too much for my liking. Why is that sticking out so much? Oh, hang on. Have I got... that's in the wrong way. That's why. That's in the wrong way. That's supposed to go through into there. There we go, look. Problem solving on the fly. Okay, so that I think is, that is quite big then. I thought it was a little bit smaller than that. Okie dokie. Right, so park that, and no pun intended, get one of these, 3 of those. I mean, the parts of bag 1 are coming down quite quick, aren't they? They are coming down. And this is 1 at the end, 1 just there, and 1 just there. And then we get a black, yes, 1 of those. So that goes, oh, like that. Again, I don't know if you can, is that on the camera? I don't know, but I am making the thing, honest. And then another blue thingamajig is going to go through like that. Okay, intriguing. What's happening with this? I'm going to I'm going to move that bit out of the way. And then we're going to get another one of those with 2 of the black, they're the ones with the long bits. Yes, okay. So, oh no, it's not that. It's this weird looking corner. Hang on, have I put the wrong bit on? Hang on. No, that is the correct bit. That is the correct bit. I thought I put the wrong bit on. So I want 2 of those and 2 of those. Where's... There it is. Sometimes that happens, isn't it? You go like Lego blind and you can't see the things you're looking for. Right, so there's 1 of those. So the long bit goes through here. So whoop, like so. And then that's going to come through as well. Like that. Okay. And then that's going to just double up on the top of it. So it's going to come through like that. Push through. Go through, my friend. There we go. And then that's going to go just here, I think. Is that where that's going? Yes. Yes, I think it is. I think it's going like that. Okay. Well, if you're sure, Lego, if you're sure, I'll go with what you're saying. So it looks a bit like that. Yeah, okay, fine. I think that looks about right. And then we need 1 of those. We need 2 of those. And then this funny looking thing. Okay, so we take that. It goes through there like so. And then those bits just stick out one side. Okay, that's nice and easy. That is then going to go... Okay. How is this all doing stuff? This is never going to work when we put this together. This is me doing this, remember. Then we want to get that. There we go. And then 1 of those. And... is that 1 of those? Is that a grey... That looks like 1 of those. It's like a grey connector thing. Right, so get this long bit. Put in the grey connectory thing. Oh, we need a sticker. We need a sticker. Sticker number 6, please. Yes, it's just got a little Mercedes logo at the end of it. Okay, so grab that. Put that on. Now, see, I find putting these stickers on quite a difficult thing because I've got... already I've done it wrong. I've got big fat hands. I'm not very good at putting the stickers on these things because I find it quite fiddly, and I'm probably not doing it on camera either because this is not a professional thing. But there you go. That looks good to me. There we go. The sticker is on. All is fine. And then that's going to come in here. Okay, so that's going like that. Okay, with the Mercedes thing just there. And then that is going on. This is very bizarrely elaborate, but it is a Lego Technic model. So, you know, I think they're all right with what they're doing. Okay, so it's like that. And then we get another one of these and we pop it over the front of all of these bits. Oh, this is going to be terribly fiddly to do. Okay. Right. Other questions. What's been the best moment and worst moment of running YouTube? And have you ever thought of doing audiobooks? A few people have said about audiobooks. I don't know how I'd go about doing audiobooks. Do I just go to like an audiobook company and say, hello, can I read some stuff, please? And they'll go, no, what are you talking about, you strange man? I don't know. I've never thought about doing audiobooks. The best moment of running a YouTube channel, I guess, is when people say they really like a particular thing. You know, if they come in and say, I really enjoyed that video, that was really good fun, thank you so much. Because, you know, I'm putting effort in, I want to try and do my best, I want to try and be entertaining as we can be. So when people do actually quite like it, it is quite nice. That's quite a good thing. I'd say that's probably the best bit. Like a nice feeling of sort of, yay, people enjoyed it and they've had a nice time sort of thing. The worst moment, I suppose it's just when things go into a bit of a rut. Because again, it's on the flip side of what we just said. You're putting in loads of effort to try and do something and then it's not working. And you sort of do think, well, this is getting a bit silly, isn't it? Why isn't it working? You know, what am I doing wrong? What's happening? Sometimes it just does go on a bit of a lull. It just does that kind of a thing. Somebody else puts, why do you prefer Yorkshire Gold? Yeah, Yorkshire Gold, not sponsored. Why do you prefer Yorkshire Gold to plain old Yorkshire tea? I drink the latter and wondering if it's worth the upgrade to gold. I think it tastes better. I just think it's got a more richer taste to it. It just feels a bit sort of bolder, if you like, if that makes any sense. I think it just tastes nicer. Oh, crikeys. Okay, again, I don't know if we can see all this, but this has got to go on here somehow. Where is this going? I'm going to try and use the other picture as reference. Oh, this is terribly complicated. Like that? On like that, I think. Yes. So that kind of, it looks like it lifts up. Sort of like that. Oh, have I done this all correct? I'm now beginning to... Oh, no, hang on, no, this is the bit we had. I was thinking that bit's not there. But no, we add this bit in. Everything's fine. We need one of them, and a blue thing. Okay. That goes in like so. This goes in like so. Yep. And then that goes on like that, I think. Yes. Okay. So that then clips that bit in. Go in. There you go. Okie dokie. Right. So we've got ourselves a little kind of engine assembly thing and then a bit just here, which is nice. Right. And then we have to get this. Now, where's that going? Oh, that's going along this side here. Okay, so at the end, just there, clips onto all the other bits. Okie dokie. Someone's put, and I like the question, what would be the ideal way to spend your 22nd birthday? Thank you. I mean, because I obviously am 21. I've been 21 for quite a long time. I mean, doing something just a bit of fun. Doing something a bit of fun, and maybe not breaking this Lego build. But yeah, doing something enjoyable. Some people say, oh, just sitting around or whatever, but you can sit around whenever. But it's your birthday, you should go and do some fun stuff. I mean, yeah, I don't know, playing silly board games and such like with the family, or going somewhere with the kids maybe. That'd be quite a fun thing to do. I'm trying to remember what I did for my actual 22nd birthday, but I can't recall what I did. This is proving to be quite a troublesome thing. I want to get that in there, but now that top bit's not going in. That grey bit's not going in. Now go in, grey bit. Hang on, this bit down here is okay, but yeah, it's that top bit. Oh, now that bit's popped out. There we go. High competence with the Geek Cupboard. I mean, you'd expect nothing less, of course, obviously, for the Geek Cupboard. Yeah, these are not going in as well as I thought they might. There we go. Boom! Splendid. Entirely professional. Okay. That's looking good. It's looking good. I think all the bits are still on, I'm hoping. And then, yes, we've got to make another one of these for the other side of the thing, of the car. So there, we've got that. So it was sort of like that. Yes, like that. Okay, and then that tucks in just there on the other side. There we go. So, hang on a minute. I need to scroll the thing down to get some more questions. I've got to scroll. Oh, hang on a minute. they've asked more. What's your favourite cake? I do like a carrot cake, but I do like just a good old sponge, but a carrot cake is very nice. And the first part, I'd like to think your children are called Betty and Bernard. I mean, how do you know they're not? Would you and Mrs. Penge consider renaming them that? I'd think it'd be funny, but I don't think they'd go for it. I don't think they'd go for it. Okay, there we go. I'll scroll the thing around. I think, are we done? Is that it for that bag? So I think, what's that showing that we should do? What's that showing? We push, we push them all the way through. Okay. Oh, they push into this. Aha, right. Sorry, I misunderstood completely. That is then, is that coming down into, hang on. So they fold over, look, like that. And that, these bits on the side sort of lock into place, if I can make it work, like that. And then that one has got to come in. Oh, that's not on properly. That's not on properly at all, Penge. You're like, oh, I've done the thing, and I haven't done the thing at all, you buffoon. There we go, that's better. Push that in, there we go. And that comes down, and that, then, hopefully, come on, I'm on camera doing this. Shame. That will slot in. Eventually. There we go. Entirely professional. Right, lovely. We've done a thing. And then we need this yellow thing to go... Where's the yellow thing going? Oh, here. That yellow thing is going all the way through and then out the other end, I think. Okay, so where is it right now? Has it made it? Ah, okay, hang on a minute. Got to push it through. Oh, this is a tricky thing, isn't it? So it's got to go through these middle bits. Oh dear. How are we going to do that? Ah, like so. And then out the other... Okay. There we go. It holds that in place. Right. So we've got that bit sorted. So I think we've sort of done a lot of the chassis bit. Okay. Bag number 2. Got some spares. Always good in Lego, or is it worrying? I don't know. Right. Park that over there. Bag number 2, please. Okay, bag number 2. Pull this out. I'm now failing to open a bag on the camera. Right, there is bag number 2. Nothing left inside. Sort it out into colours, otherwise I can't cope and my head falls off. Oh, there's lots of little fiddly bits on this one. Lots of little tiny fiddly bits and bobs. But yeah, I should expect that from a Lego Technic build. Right, so put them over there, like that. Get the red bits separated out, red bits. Go down there, that'll do. There are all the black bits. Black bits over there. And, so yeah, grey. I mean, okay, we'll separate, well, that's light grey, that's dark grey, but that's fine, that'll do. Okay, so yeah, quite a lot of black bits, but that's fine. Right. What are we doing now then? So on to our main bit here. I should do a question, shouldn't I? What game do you wish you could play again for the first time? That's a good question. I think it might be the wonderful... Hang on, which way around does that go? Oh, it's just like that. So that's a weird Lego piece. I've never seen that Lego piece before. I would say it would be Deus Ex, which is a tremendous game. I think still is relatively underappreciated by lots of people. I think people just go, oh yeah, it's that weird creepy game. And loads of people went, oh, I never got past the first bit of that game. It's really good. And it's probably one of my favourite games of all time. Because it came out at the point where I was sort of really into that. It's about conspiracies and such like. And it was, it came out at the right point, I think. But it was really good in terms of, again, there's loads of lore and sort of story and history with it and things like that. There's lots of sort of characters going on. And it told a good tale and it had different sort of knock-on effects to things. So there's a bit in it where there's a pilot. And if your pilot lands in that helicopter, and if you question the slightly suspicious-looking mechanic who's hanging around, he goes, oh, okay, do you think he looks suspicious? Oh, I'll go and have a chat with him. Or you could just ignore it. You could just go, yeah, I'm not really bothered. It's fine. You carry on doing what you're doing. If you don't get him to chat to the mechanic, then it turns out the mechanic is a baddie and he's put a bomb on the helicopter and the guy gets killed. But if you do tell him to go and check out the dodgy mechanic, then, your pilot survives and he comes back later on. And early on, back in the day, that was quite a big thing. That was quite a big dramatic thing. See, I played that again. It was really good. And the music in Deus Ex is just tremendous. It's very good. We're building a thing here. I'm going to need one of those, two of those, a yellow thing, two of, I think, is it those? Is it them? Yes, I think it's those. One sort of L-shaped bit, and two of these things which look like they've got sort of crank handles on them or something. Okay. Right, so take one of those. We're making two of these? No, just one of these. Right. Okay, so grab that, put that into there. Right, have you ever wanted to play a musical instrument? I think I probably have wanted to, but I can't. I cannot play a musical instrument. Although, yes, I probably have wanted to. But yeah, I've never really been into it. I've never had the sort of the skills to do so. I'm not very musically inclined. Like I can't read music or anything. I can't read sheet music and such. Why do we need the yellow thing? Where's the yellow thing going? I don't know where the yellow thing is going or where those other things are going. It's told us to get some pieces, but I don't know why. Okay. So that's going to come in like that. Right, so it's made a little sort of clamp type thing. Okay. And then we've got... Hang on a minute, where's this going? So a yellow thing going through here with that on the side. Is it like that? Oh, no. It's like that. It's going in like that. So yes, it's using the shape, like the plus shape thing. So that goes in like, hang on. Tuck that in properly. Get in. There we go. Right, so that goes in like that. Is there another one on the other end? Yes, okay, and that goes in on that other side. Okay, right, I see. I'm with you. So that goes in like that. Okay, and then we've got two of those things. So they come in. Where are they going? Oh, hang on. This thing's now in. Oh, I hadn't noticed that thing was also in place. Oh, am I supposed to hold that in? Oh, botherations. Was I supposed to hold that in? Hang on. Where does that go? Hang on. Where does that live? Does it live? I don't know where that goes. I think it's like that. Oh, I think I was supposed to loop that through. Okay. No, I've misunderstood this entirely. No, abandon. That was very wrong. I think it's supposed to be like this. Okay. Do you know, I was never an engineer. I couldn't do music and I can't do engineering. You'd never have thought it, watching me try to build some Lego. There we go. That, I think, is how that's supposed to be. So that's supposed to be able to move. There we go. Yeah, lovely. Then we've got these bits. So they go where? Where do they go? They go in here? Hang on a minute. Now I'm terribly confused. Where's that? Just like that? Side. I think it's like this. I think it's sort of sideways at the end. I think. Possibly. Hopefully. I'm going to assume it is. We'll just pretend it is. Yeah, we did a Lego thing. Hang on. I know there's more questions. There's so many questions I'm not going to get around to. Oh. Struggling. In you go. There we go. Good grief. Some of these bits are fiddly to get in. Right, that's that done. And then we are making... Oh, we're making like the front wing of the car or something. That's quite fun. Yeah, musical instrument. What's your favourite game you've played on and off the channel? Been watching since the academia days. Much love for your content, sir. Thank you very much. That was me. I can't salute, but I'll salute. Thank you very much. What's your favourite game you played on and off the channel? I mean, that's quite hard, isn't it? On the channel, I think it might be Crusader Kings. Because 3, because I had a lot of fun with that. That was like Crusader Kings is really, really good. It's a lot of fun. It's excellent to play, and I think we did quite a good job of it on all the different series we did. I think we tried to make them different. I think each series we tried to make a little bit sort of unique, rather than just going right back to Crusader Kings 3. We're setting up in Europe again because everyone can do that. So we tried to do like an African series. And then we did one with the with Geeth and Geek wandering about and such like. So yeah, it was. I think we tried to do it a little bit differently, which I think worked. I think was okay. Hang on a minute. Plonk that into there. Then we need one of these, and we're doing the same kind of thing again. Oh, we are right. Okay, that's going to go in like that. No, it's not. It's going to go through like this. Everything is fine. It's going to go through. And then we've got that bit sticking out. And that bit sticking out. And then a little bit with the sort of plus attachment-y bit on the end, which is going to go in. Okay. And that's going to go on the other end of this thing. So yes, I think we are making the front wing by the look of it. That looks a bit front wingy, doesn't it? Right, 2 of these round bits to go. Where are they going? With 2 of these bits plumbed inside. Okay, so that's going to go like that, and that goes on the back of this top bit. Okie dokie. There we go. Pop them in like so. There we go. That looks all right. Then we need 2 of these. Those bits. Yes, with a little sort of handly thing on them. Okay, now where's that going? They are going on the end here. So like that. Oh, okay. This is very intriguing. I should do another question. Yeah, favourite game on the channel, probably... hang on, how's that going to work? How's that going to work? Oh, hang on. No, there, it's 1 over. Oh, that could have been disastrous, couldn't it? That could have gone wrong. It could have been going, what is happening here? There we go. Yes, that makes more sense. Off the channel, favourite game. Again, it's really hard because different games are for different sort of things, I think. Like, playing Mario Kart with friends is very different to playing Half-Life 2 or something, which is another excellent game, which I played, obviously. I didn't play when it came out because I'm too young, obviously. But yeah, it depends, I suppose. Yeah, so things like Half-Life, that's really good. XCOM 2, really enjoyed XCOM 2, eventually, once I got through the confusing stuff. Really, really enjoyed it. What a tremendous game. Hang on, I need to scroll. My mouse is here, by the way. Scroll. Okay, right, let's do a bit more of this, shall we? I hadn't appreciated that I had to concentrate quite hard on building Lego. So we need these 2 wingy bits, and on the 2 wingy bits, we are sticking, what's that? 21 and 22. Sticker 21, sticker 22. Where? 21 and 22 look quite big. Hang on. Am I looking at the right bits? We've got all these different wing sections. Hang on, I've got to bring this nearer to my face. I don't understand that. No, maybe that's not stickers. Maybe that's just saying it's part 21 and 22, which I think are these, look. These are the wingy sections. Yeah, that, oh no, they're stickers. Oh no, okay, it's not stickers. Okay, no, we're good. Everything is fine. Yeah, we've got these bits, which I think are all more or less the same. Yeah, okay, we just got a number of wing sections. Okie dokie, right, that's fine. So pick 1 each of those, and then this middle bit, and then 1 of those. Right, and that goes in like that, and then that bit goes in like that, And then that bit goes on that side. And then we do have some stickers to work with. Okay, 25 and 26. Here we go. There we go, 25. So 25 is that one. Grab you. So 25 can go just here. Oh, it's all gone wrong for me. There we go. Put that on like that. And then 26 is the other one, obviously. There we go. On our Mercedes. Interestingly, this is the Mercedes AMG W14. Hello. Which raced in the... It's a bit wonky, but it's fine. In the 2023 Formula 1 season. It actually wasn't a very good car. It didn't win anything. It didn't win things, unfortunately. I think it was their first car that didn't win a race in a season for like quite a long time, which was a little bit of a shame. But yes, it came second still in the championship. It was behind the Red Bull, I think. But yeah, oh, hang on. Am I supposed to put some bits to stick out the back? There's the wing, like that. Hang on, so that's the front of the wing. And it goes on, so like that. Okay, right, that's fine. Is it going to click in? Yes. Oh, can it click in? Yeah, there we go. Right, clickety-click. Should that bit be that loose? Kind of feel like that bit feels a bit... Why is that so loose? Have I done that wrong? Hang on. That was in like that. And then it's quite... I've put it on the wrong bit. Hang on. No, embarrassing Lego mistake. It's a rookie mistake. This, dearie me. Hang on a minute. This is a bit shameful. Not that way round, Penge, you buffoon. It's going through the little cross-shaped bit. Like that. There we go. Nobody noticed, Penge, apart from the fact that you put this on a video on the internet. There we go. Lovely. That's quite cool, isn't it? There's a front wing. And then that is going to fit onto the front by, I think, going into those bits. Yes, okay. So that's all going to snap into place. Move that out of the way. And the red bit is also going to snap in. Oh, crikeys. Okay. This has got big, gigantic Lego explosion written all over it. Here we go. Push to push. Come on, go in. Go in those bits there. Go in those bits there. Which bit is not going in? The red bit, I don't think. Red bit? Why are you not playing? And that bit's not going in either. Is the red bit the right orientation? I think it is. Why is that? Haha, there we go. Just a bit of brute force and it's snapped into place. Right. That looks good. And then, because yeah, it's got a double sort of front wing thing, hasn't it? So hang on. So here's a left bit of that with one of these bits. Goes in like that. This is number 23, Patronus Cintium. Okie dokie. So that is going to go onto there. Again, I'm probably not doing this the best camera work ever in the world. That's like that. And that is going to snap in on here. Is it going through that end bit? Yes. Okay, like that. And then I imagine we're doing the other side. Yeah, okay. No great surprise. That one, that is number 24. Grab that. Put that on with my fat hands. Like so. There we go. That's got one of those going in. Oh, no, that hasn't got one of those going in. I'm talking nonsense. There's already one of those. So there we go. Right. That looks quite cool. That looks very good. So that's that sorted. 1 and 2, it says there. Just stick the sticker on, I think that means. And then we've got all these little fiddly red bits. I was wondering why there are so many red bits. But yes, I think what happens is that's going to go in like that. Because then we need to put the end fence on, don't we, I guess? So is that going to be where the end fence bit's going to go? I don't know. Let's do another question, shall we? Hello, Penge. Can I have a cup of coffee? If you must. I've just had some tea. You won't be able to see this, by the way, but it's the Geek Cupboard and also Wee Hours mug that was made to celebrate when Dave came round, Dave from Wee Hours, which was very exciting. I mean, you can have coffee if you want to. If you want to make yourself sad, then I suppose you could. Yes, I'm not going to stop you. You're very welcome to have some coffee. Just don't. If you get glum about it, then don't complain to me, because that's not my problem. Where are we? That can go in like that. So is that like that? Okay, I see. So they're going in alternate things. That's going in like that. That's going in like that. Yeah, I think that's right. And then, apparently, sticker number 13 is going on here. Okay, fine. There we go. Sticker number 13. And it's going that way. Okay, oh, this is teeny tiny. Look at it. Big fat hands assemble the sticker and hope that it's not too shoddily and wonkily placed. There we go. That looks all right to me. That's good. And then we've got this. So we need to stick sticker 21 on there. We are getting through the stickers, everybody. We are working our way through. So there's sticker 21. So we'll put that onto there as best we can. It's wonky. That's all right. That's good. That's going to clip onto that side. And then we've got this other one, sticker 22. This makes sense to me. That's going to go on like this. And that's going to go on the other side. Okay, so that clips on like that. That is lovely. Okay, so we've got this little kind of nice... The sticker's a bit wonky on that one, but never mind. And then we've got that. Hang on. So what's this showing me? So this is going to go through the bottom of here. And then through that bit. Like that, is it? Oh, right, hang on. So it can't do that. So I've got to put it through here first. So like into this bit. Boop. Then it's got to go... That's going to go in the middle. Then it's go through there and out the other side. Like that, I think. So I think it's like this. So that bit can sort of flop around at the minute. But, look, the front wing can move slightly. That's exciting. Right. Okay. I think that's that done. So there we go. That's that sorted. Then we've got a blue bit going... Where's the blue bit going? I don't know. Where is... Hang on, I feel like I've missed something just here. Has that got a round bit on it? Is that supposed to have a round bit on the side? It looks like it's got a round bit on here. Have I missed a piece out because I've been talking nonsense for so long? Hang on a minute. Did I miss a round bit? No? No, I don't think I did. Hang on. The shame. It's... I think that might just be... Have I just put that in the wrong way round? Is that supposed to be the other way? Hang on. I think it's supposed to be like that. I think it's supposed to be like that. Because... Yeah, look, there's more of a rounded bit here. A sticky outy bit just there, maybe? I don't know. And this is going through... here? Where's this going? So long ways through this section. This is very confusing. I mean, if I've done this correct, I'm going to be quite frankly amazed. My flabber will be well and truly gasted. And then, yes, we've got two final wingy bits, which we need to apply stickers 12 and 14 to. So sticker 12 and 14. They're going to be small, I imagine. 12. So there's sticker 12. Okay, so that can go on this one just here. Kind of like, oh, that's gonna, no, don't stick sticker, I've made a mistake, I've done it wrong, terribly wrong. There we go, like that. So stick that on like so. And then, what was it? 14, so that one. So grab that, take this sticker, again, must remember to put it on camera, Penge, that's why you're doing this nonsense. There we go, put that in, like that, boom. Okay, so they've got their stickers on, and then they are going here. Okay, because they have got bits on the side. So it's going in, there should, hang on a minute, that's going A? That can't, what? What's happening here? That looks like it's supposed to be level with that bit, but I don't know how it can be because this bit's much longer. What have I done here? I've put that bit in wrong. It's not supposed to be in at this end bit. Oh, botherations. Oh, how am I supposed to get this out? Hang on, I've got a pokey tool. Maybe that's what this is for. I've got no idea, but I'm using it as a pokey tool. Pokey poke. Is that any different? Can I use that as a pokey tool? Oh dear. How am I going to do this? I haven't got anything to push that bit out with. A good old mechanical pencil. Love a mechanical pencil. Can that help? Aha, yes. Okay. Right, yes. I think what happened there was... Hang on. Push that bit. I've put that in at the end. And I don't think it was supposed to go in at the end. It's on the third one. So it's like that. So yeah, push that through. That comes down. There we go. Right. Read the instructions, Penge. It would help. Splendid. Nobody noticed, though. It's not like you've put this on a video on the internet. Right, and that is going to go just there. So that can go on that bit, I think. If that's where that's supposed to go. Yep. And into there. Anytime you like. Go in. Ah, where's it supposed to go? Into that gap. Again, camera work not the best. I do apologise. In. There we go. And then this one is going to go just here. Like that. Okay, there you go. We're making the edge of the driver's sort of cockpit, monocockpit. Okay, spares. Lovely. Bag number 3. My organisation's all over the place. Bag number 3. Also, I don't need that pencil. Or these things. Let's move those. Right, while I do this... what's been all-time favourite game you've played? How about your least favourite? I mean, least favourite's quite hard. There was a game that we played on the channel a long time ago now, and it was called Metropolis. And I remember being excited by Metropolis when I saw it, because I thought it looked interesting. It was a city builder, and it had kind of interesting kind of policy-sounding things. So you would sort of, rather than just building all the different buildings, you would sort of work on the council, I think it was. And then you would kind of go, well, I think the policy should be that we build a thingy just here. And then that would sort of happen. Or you could go, well, I think we need to encourage growth by, encouraging businesses by dropping the business tax rate or something like that. Lots of numbers. I'm sure it would have gone fine. But when you got to it, the changes are implemented month by month. But you couldn't fast forward time. So you'd make your change at the start of the month and there'd be a city and you would just sit and look at the city. And it was such an idiotic thing. Like nothing happened. So it's like, I think we should build a hospital. So a hospital appear. And you just sit, just not do anything for such a long time. It was very daft. It was very, very silly. Right, we are working on, I think, the little kind of end fence things. It's quite a lot of bits here. There we go. Right, they look like end fences to me. Grab the stickers, which I put way too far away. So 18 and 19 we need. There we go. So sticker 18, come through here. So sticker 18, put it on, hang on, are these wings the wrong way round? Hang on a minute, they might not be the right type of wing for this to go on. It's that type. So that's on, like so. IWC, you know, everyone's favourite thing that does that. You know, everyone uses IWC, don't they, for all of their IWC needs? I know what IWC are. I've got no idea what they do. What does IWC do? Does anybody have a clue? I do not. Right, there we go. And they're going to go onto the end over here. So yeah, they're like the end fence things. The edge of the sort of front wing. That looks quite cool, doesn't it? That looks very good. Oh, now it's more fiddly, fiddly wing bits. Where's the other one? There must be another one. There we go. So one just there, and this is stickers 17 and 20, which is no great surprise. So sticker 17 is a little whirly thing. Don't know what that is, but yay for the whirly thing. Oh, hang on a minute. Is it this one? Yes, it's that one. Okay, so that goes on there with the whirly thing icon. Nice whirly thing. And then we've got another whirly thing icon, which is number 20, which is going to go on like that. Okay, so we've got those sorted. They are going... Where are they going? Just... Are they pointing inward? Yes, they're sort of pointing inward. Like that, I think. Is that right? Yeah, I think it is. I think they're pointing kind of inside. Okay, so there's a little sort of sponsorship thing on the inside of the sort of air inlet bits. And then we need 2 blue bits. Oh, crikey, right, we're going toward the back of the car now. Okay, no, everything's fine. We're going toward the back. So a bit just there, and a bit just there. Okay, that's good. I like that. That was easy. I can do those bits. And then we need whatever that is. Funny looking bit that is. That's another strange, curious, very specific bit. And that's going to go just in your own time. In your own time. There we go. Right, like so. And then we need to make whatever this thing might be. Now I shall put another... I'll do another question while we talk about that. I'll have some tea as well. Can you play long play? I always love your videos like Farm Manager 2021. And you're the first gamer that I subscribe to. That's nice. Hi, thank you. Yeah, I mean, we tend to play long play games. We tend to play a lot of... So we do a lot of longer videos anyway. And yeah, well, that is the format, I think. I mean, you know, I've ummed and ahed with different ideas of doing things. This is a little bit of a different thing, but yeah, this isn't going to become a regular thing. I'm not going to do this all the time. This is just because I had a fun Lego kit to build and I wanted to build it. And I thought, do you know what? Let's do it on video because why not? Is that one of those? Yes, I think it is. And then we need sticker number 4. Where's number 4? Just there. Okay, right. Sticker number 4, please. And that is G42. I don't know what G42 does either, but I'm sure it's great. Right, G42, welcome to the car. That is going to go... Oh, it's getting very complex now, isn't it? That's going to go there. I think that is clipping into these bits at the bottom. So I think, yes, it's going into those bits. Oh, hang on a minute. Like, whoop, and go in. There we go. It made an alarming snapping noise, but I think it's okay. Like that. It's going in front of that bit. Okay. And then we've got another one of these. Do another question, Penge. Hang on. Scrolling. Hey, Penge, I've been a fan for a few years now with my personal favourite playthroughs of yours being RimWorld and Crusader Kings 3. Yes, indeed. I agree. They're good series. Anyway, my question is, what's your favourite dish from another country? Oh, that's quite hard, isn't it? Because, like, I like a pizza. I do love a pizza, but then do you know what it is, actually? I think I have an answer. I've just sort of pondered it all. I mean, I love a Greek, I don't know how you say it, like a gyros, like the sort of it's like a pito wrap type thing, and it's got salad, and it's got the sort of sliced sort of meat stuff in it. They're really nice, but I do really like a bowl of ramen. I love ramen with the sliced pork belly on the top. Oh, that's very nice. Do like a nice bit of ramen. So I think, yeah, that would be my answer for my favourite dish from another country. I mean, yeah, I like anything like that. And anything noodly as well. I love noodles. I could quite happily just eat noodles all the time. I'm a big fan of noodles from another country. I mean, I'll have noodles from this country. I meant sort of dishes from another country. I was thinking out loud there. But yeah, I think it would be ramen. I like a nice bowl of proper sort of ramen with, why isn't that going on? With a chopped pork belly on it and that kind of stuff. That's what I would say. Sorry, I'm struggling with this and it distracted me slightly. Go on. Why isn't it going on this end? There we go. I need to give it a bit more oomph, I think. I'm being a bit timid with it. Crikeys. Hang on. I need to pop that open like that. Hello, lovely person. Hi. Where did Penge come from? We've covered that. Are you going to play RimWorld ever again? Maybe. How is Mrs. Penge doing? She's good. She's good. Right now, she's doing some overtime, which is not very exciting. But yeah, she's good. Does she have any geeky hobbies? I don't think so. I don't think she'd say it was geeky. She did used to do line dancing a long time ago, which is line dancing geeky? You could consider it to be geeky, I suppose. What's that thing? Hang on. What's that? Is that a wing? Or is that one of these things? Oh, hang on. We've got a mystery piece. Or is it a wing? Is it a wingy bit? I don't know what that is. Does it become apparent when we add it onto the thing? Hang on. Let's put these bits in first, and then it might become obvious. So we'll do that. And then the other question is, do you have any pets? Do you know, no, we don't. We don't have any pets. Just because there's enough going on as it is. I think if we get to look after pets and things, I feel like they might not get the full sort of attention that they deserve, really. So yeah, we haven't got any pets. Much to the kids' annoyance as well, because they would have pets, but it was a bit no, because then they'll go, oh yeah, we'll look after them, and get, will you? Are you going to be the ones to clean out wash the animals and clean out cages or whatever pets we get? I suspect you're not going to, kids. Hang on a minute. Sticker number 7 goes on. That looks quite good. That looks good. And then yes, it's one of these bits. Look. It is another wingy bit. So that's going to go on like that. So snap that in. And then, yeah, look, that bit's kind of sticking out underneath. Okay, right. That looks good. It is going just... Where is it going? How is that clipping onto there exactly? Is it like that? Yeah, I think it's going on like this. Sorry, I'm again off camera, professional. I think it's like that. And I imagine we are doing the other side. Oh, it's a blue thing. We've got a blue wibbly thing. Okay, blue wibbly thing plums in just here by the look of it. Okay, and then goes round into here. So it just kind of cuts round the outside and then goes into there, I think. That doesn't seem right. That seems like it's too long. Okay, hang on. That can probably go in a bit further into there. So a bit like that. That seems like it's too long, but okay, we'll deal with that in a sec. Maybe we can adjust the length of that or something, I don't know. But yeah, that just seems a bit too It's not quite right, I don't think. Yeah, that's where it goes in. It just comes round underneath that bit that we've just done and then into there. Oh, okay. I don't know. I'm not quite sure. Right, let's go back over here then. And then we're doing the same on the other side by the look of it. It looks like we are doing the very same thing over here. So plug that in and then plug that in your own time. There we go. And then open this up. Right, and then we've got another one of those weird little sort of bits which went on like that. So that caps onto just there. And then we go back to doing the other wing. Okay. So we've got these. Where are we? There's that big long bit. Two little bits like that and that. Okay. So go in like that. That's going to clip into here. And then we've got this bit here that's going to stick out a bit. Okay, like that. Then we get the other big sticker. This is like the big one. This is one of the big dramatic stickers. And that is going to go in and stick on a bit like... Oh, it moved. It moved. No, don't make my job harder. Already these look wonky as anything. Oh, that is shocking, Penge. No. That was rubbish. That was appalling work. Hang on, go at that end first. So that's what I mean. Look, cack-handed. Look, I'm not very good at doing stuff like this. I'm like the least practical man in the world. Like that, and then this goes on to the end. Okie dokie. So that goes on with a bit of a snapping noise. That's that sorted. That is then going to snap onto this side. So that's going to go on like that. That is looking good. Okay, splendid. And then we have this other thing that's doing the same thing on this side. So it's going through here. So tucking through a bit like that. And then coming round and going into this bit at the back over here. But again, that just seems a bit of a weird... bit of an odd thing. That one seems tighter than the other one. But okay, there we go. Right. So we've got weird bits on it. Okay. There's still loads of pieces left. So many bits. Questions. What was your previous job and what is your dream job? I mean, this isn't my job. I have a job. I have an actual job. Hang on, let me get these bits together. So we need two of those. Yeah, two of those things, two grey bits, two little clippy bits, two things with holes at the top. Good, that's narrowed it down. And a blue thing. Okay. Yes. What was your previous job? So yeah, this isn't my full-time job. Sadly, I'd like it to be. It would be quite good if it was, but it is not. So yeah, I do computer stuff. Computer stuff is my other job, my actual job. And yeah, like programming and stuff. I won't go into any great details, but yes, like programming and such like. So databases and programming and things of that nature generally. So yeah, that's my other job. Dream job, can't say YouTube. I mean, I like motorsport. I mean, like a Formula One, maybe not driver, but a Formula One sort of, I don't know, like a reporter, a commentator or something. That'd be quite jazzy, wouldn't it? That would be quite good fun. Where on earth is this going? In like that? Yes, I think it is. I think it's going in like that. Okay, hang on. Need a bit of tea. There we go. So that's like that. This is looking very good. And then I think, yes, we're going to do the same for the other side, are we? So we get one of those, two of those bits, two of the little bits, and two of those bits with holes at the top because, yeah, I'm professional. I know the names. That's going to go in like so. Then a thing in the end, then another round bit. Then that's going to go in like that. Put the loopy bit on the other end. And then that's going to come in and go onto here. And this is creating... Is this going to be like... This is the engine cover bit, isn't it? Okay. Right. That's looking good. Next questions. Which game gave you the most... Oh, was it Dream Job? I'd love to be an author. I'd like to be an author if I could. I've got ideas for books in my head that I can't get down because I don't have the time with job and YouTube and children life. I'd love to be able to do that. What game gave you the most fun? I really enjoyed your Tavern Keeper playlist. Game that gave the most fun? That's quite tricky. It's quite a tricky thing. I don't know. I mean, a lot of them are really good. Academia was really good fun. I really enjoyed playing Academia because it was just very silly, really. Academia was, but it was really enjoyable. I mean, that was good fun. But then Crusader Kings 3 was fun, and RimWorld was fun. They're all fun. I can't pick just one. Right, you go over there, nice Mercedes. We're going to build this thing. So we've got that, and oh no, hang on, that and that, plus this. Okay, so they're going to line up. And then the red thing is going to go through like this. I just pushed it against myself and that's no use because you can't see me. Like that. So I think that's right. Yes, okay. And then we need 2 of these things. So these funny looking sort of those types of things. So I think, are they just going on one after the other? I think they are by the look of it. I think that's what that's saying we should do. And then we get 2 of these and we put those black bits through like that. And that black bit is going to... Oh no. Oh no, hang on. Emergency. I've dropped it on the floor. Professional. Hang on. I'm retrieving it from the floor of the Geek Cupboard. Oh, hello. That might be my head. Might have seen my hair there. I might to use a decency mug. Okay. That goes in like that. That, I think, that's in the wrong way. It's in the wrong way round, you buffoon. Yes, which way round is it supposed to be? Actually, hang on. No, that one is correct. That one's correct, I think. It's that one that's in the wrong way round. Okay, no, everything is fine. I know what I'm doing. I've built Lego before. Just never on video. Okay, like that. Okay, so those 2 bits go in. If you could be better at any 3 skills, what would they be and why? And then this person here has put mine. Sense of direction, geometry, remembering names. Oh, that's interesting. I mean, numbers, maths. I'd pick that because I struggle with numbers. I'm not very good. I don't quite understand why, but I find numbers terribly challenging, particularly if they're big numbers, because they just seem to be sort of all far away and fuzzy and wibbly, which doesn't make any sense, I realise, but that is the way it is. Hang on a minute. Hi there, hello, sorry to interrupt, I do apologise. Penge from the future here, and I do have to report a little bit of a technical issue. I mean, you sort of come to expect it in the Geek Cupboard, but this is a little bit of a bother, I'll be honest. So, for whatever reason, the video that I recorded of, us putting together the lovely Lego Formula 1 car, it just cuts off here. It cuts off. I mean, the length of video is fine. The length of the video is sort of up to the end of when I finished doing all the building work and answered a few questions. That was all okay. It's like 2 and a bit hours long. But for whatever reason, the picture just stops here. And then everything after that is all sort of corrupt and broken. And I don't know why. I'm not entirely sure. So it is a little bit unfortunate because on the screen of my phone, which I used to record the video, everything looked fine. Everything looked all good, but something's gone a little bit kind of wibbly. I don't know when it stored the file or I don't know, but it's all gone a bit strange. So unfortunately, you're all going to have to use your imagination to try to kind of picture what I am doing as I'm building this Lego thing. Because, there's no more video footage, which is a little bit of a shame. So what I'll do is I'll put in a few nice pictures of the finished thing, and then maybe just a few other things that are dotted around the Geek Cupboard, possibly. I'll just take a few nice pictures of things. Just, various bits and bobs that are just dotted around, just so you can see stuff that is in the Geek Cupboard. And I'll put pictures of the car on as well, of the Lego F1 car, just so you can see that it is finished. And then what I'll do is, if this works, if this extra video works, when it's done, I'll then take a video of it being finished, because it sort of it moves, it's a pull back thing. So I'll take a video of that as well. But yes, apologies. Apologies. It was all supposed to be nice and simple and straightforward, but no, it's gone a bit wonkaloids. But yeah, that's kind of par for the course in the Geek Cupboard. So there we go. Please accept my apologies that we're not going to see the final sort of half an hour of building of this. I think it's, bag 4 we don't get to see much of, which is a little bit of a shame because that's when it all comes together. But there we go. It cannot be helped. It's a little bit of a technical gremlin. But yeah, there we go. So yeah, now we're just going to look at some, we're going to look at some pictures of things and the finished car and everything else. You can still hear the audio of what I was talking about. So you'll still hear me going, put that bit there and this bit here. Of course, it won't mean anything to you, which is not great. But there we go. It is what it is. And we still do go through answer questions and things. So it's all good. So hopefully it won't be too much of a bother and it'll still be fun listening to all the questions and such like. So right, here we go, over to various still pictures and things until the very end when we can see the finished product. Oh, sticker. We've got a sticker. Okay. It is 2 stickers, 9 and 10. Where are they? Okay, 9 is here. So that's going to go on... Hang on a minute. I'll turn it around like that. That's going to go on that side. Okay. So that's going to go on like that. So this is like the top tail fin, is it? Possibly? And then 10 going in like that. So yes, in terms of skills, I pick maths, obviously, because I'm not very good at that, as we've seen. I mean, it does lead to the fun Maths with Penge feature on the channel, but I think I should be better at numbers. What else? I should have possibly put answers to these out, shouldn't I? Because I haven't thought about this at all. I mean, I'd like to be better at cooking. I'm quite good at cooking. Baking, I'm terrible. Maybe baking. I wouldn't mind being able to make cakes and things. That'd be quite good. And what else? Sense of direction, I'm okay. Geometry, remembering names. I've picked 2 for now. Best thing you've learned from your kids. Funny answers also allowed. Okay. Best things I've learned from my kids. Hang on. I'm going to slot this into here and push the red thing through. This is quite a jazzy looking thing, isn't it? So yes, Ineos thingamabob is going to go facing backwards. Just where? Where's that going? What? That's going in. Oh, hang on. I'm not supposed to push those through as much. Okay, like that. That sits there. And then you push those bits in. Oh, that's quite jazzy. Yes, that's like the engine sort of top bit. And then we've got, we're making the halo. We are making the halo. So you might not know Formula One. The halo is like a safety hoop, if you like, that goes around the driver's head in the cockpit. So it creates like a halo type thing around them. And yeah, when it first came out, it was a little bit, everyone kind of went, it looks a bit rubbish, looks a bit strange. But yeah, we soon got used to it. It was fine. And it's proven to be like a life-saving thing. It's proven to be completely amazing. Why is that much higher than that? Why is that the case? This is high. This is way too high. Why is that bit significantly higher? What have I done there that's not quite right? Something is not as it should be. That's odd. Hang on, what have I done here? That clips in like that. And then it goes up. Hang on, I've done something a bit wibbly here. That can't be the case. Yeah, that side's just too high. Why is it doing that? Oh, goodness me. Yeah, I don't know if that's going to come out very well, but this bit here, it's seemingly just too high. These bits are not level at all. But why that's the case, I am not sure. Is it... Oh, hang on, it's because this thing's in the way. This thing here is stopping it from going down. There we go. Look, there we go. Bit of brute force again, and it did it. And here we go. We are on to the final thing. Okay. Number 4, final bag. It's looking good. It is looking good. No spare bits from that bag, interestingly. Right. Pour all these bits out. That can go onto the strategic placement of the floor. Right. Big round wheel bits. There we go. They can go with the wheels over here, which we shall retrieve from their storage place on my notebook over there. That's a yellow bit. Grey bits here. A load of black bits, which we shall put into the corner down here. Hopefully the camera's still pointing in the right direction because I haven't looked at it for a while. And then just a tiny handful of little bits down here. Is that really going to finish the whole thing off? That's quite incredible. Best thing I've learned from my kids. I probably should have prepared for these questions, but my daughter did ask a very good question the other day. She said, windscreen wipers on cars, why aren't they see-through? And I didn't have an answer. So I don't know. Why aren't they see-through? Because, when you're driving a car, they, well, sort of, from your angle, they do that, of course, and they get in the way. If they're made of something see-through, like, transparent plastic or whatever, it would be better, would it not? I thought that was quite a good thing. I thought that was quite a good point. Favourite thing to eat? Ramen or cake. Favourite thing to cook? I'd make quite a good, like a chili. I make quite a good chili. I mean, it's a chili con carne, but that's chili with meat, isn't it? But I make quite a good chili. I feel like that's quite a good thing. And it's quite enjoyable to cook as well. It's quite nice. Favourite season? Slagging off your least favourite season in Courage. Looking at you, winter. Now, you see, this is interesting. My favourite season, it's between either spring and autumn. I like those. Spring is lovely because all the flowers come up and it's very pretty. Autumn's great because you get like the sort of leaves turning nice golden colours and sort of reds and things. And we've got a park behind us, so it looks very nice. Full of trees and things, so it looks really pretty. So that's quite good. Winter, I quite like because it's cosy. I don't do heat very well. So summer is generally bad. I like it for the sun, but not for the temperature. And of course, right now with all the stuff going on, temperatures are going up and it's quite warm, particularly here in the cupboard. So, I think maybe... Hang on, I should do some building, shouldn't I? I think possibly... What would I put first? Maybe spring. No, maybe autumn. I don't know. Spring and autumn can tie. Then winter, then summer. And everyone's going to go, oh my goodness me. I think that sounds about right. Sticker. Sticker time. Patronus sticker. Sticker number 5, please. That is going on like that. That, I think, is quite well placed. We've got a well-placed sticker. And then, on the other side, we've got the Ineos, the big red sticker. Okay, we'll take that one. So that then goes facing that way. Okay, so that needs to be sort of in the middle, kind of. Hopefully I've got this on the camera. There we go. Right, so they are now on. Stickers done. What are we doing here? We're making the rear wing. We haven't got rear wing yet, which is intriguing. Okay. So then we need one of those. One of... where is it? One of those. And then we need... Oh! Hang on a minute. What bit is that? A big, chonky, sideways looking thing. What is that? Where's that bit? I can't find where that is. It looks like... there. It's that. Again, another unusual looking piece. And then a blue thing. Okay, so blue thing going through. Will there be a new City Builder strategy game that you'll be playing soon? I mean, we have played through quite a lot of City Builders and strategy games recently. Because, ever since we finished XCOM, I've tried to work my way through a big list of sort of one-offs and indie games and stuff like that. Because I think they're quite interesting. I like playing that because sometimes you come across a hidden gem. You think, well, that was tremendous. And yeah, sometimes they're really good fun to play. You sort of play these smaller games. So yeah, I think yeah, there'll be plenty of city builders and strategy games on the channel because that's one of our main things that we do. I feel that is going in here like that. Is it really? Feels a bit flimsy. I imagine that's going to get secured on at some point soon. Yeah, I think this is the rear wing, isn't it? That's going to be the rear wing assembly. But okay, right, this is fine. And then we need another one of these. Again, I don't know if this is actually on the camera. So when I'm saying these, I am pointing at things, but it might not be immediately obvious. Like that, and one of those. So we take this bit, we put in one of those, we put that in through like so. And, there we go, yes. That's then going to come in across the other side to secure that. Is it? Is it going to secure that? I don't know if it is. There's a blue bit sticking out that side and a black bit sticking out that side. And then we get this yellow thing and we force it through like so. Okay. Intriguing. Always wondered, how old are you? 21 and a number of other years, but mostly 21. Yeah, my age includes 21 years. That's fine. That's all you need to know. And did you do any voice acting? No, I did not. Do you feel sad, frustrated when your longer series are not doing well, especially toward the end? And how do you cope with it? Because I feel sad for you. I like the long series as well as the one-offs. Love your energy. I mean, don't feel sad for me. It's fine. It is YouTube. Yeah, of all the things going on in the world, all the things that are happening, all the things that people are dealing with, I think, yeah, it is just silly videos on the internet, which are entertaining and fine, and that's good. It's a fun thing, but no, don't feel sad. Don't feel sad for me. I don't like to think that people are going, oh no, poor Penge. But yeah, it can be a bit frustrating. It can be a bit frustrating when the videos that, you know, you do get toward the end of a series and they're not doing well. I mean, and it's sometimes a bit strange. Some of the good series, like XCOM 2, I think that's a good series, really, really struggled at the end. It was like properly tanking in the views. And yet even things like RimWorld did. Things like RimWorld just really didn't go well at the end. And yeah, it's a bit frustrating. It's also a bit mystifying because you sort of think, really? But this is good, isn't it? Is this not fun? Are you not entertained? But yeah, you just sort of soldier on. How do you deal with it? Just get on with it. I'm having fun playing it, and hopefully the people that are watching are enjoying that too. And I think, yeah, if I'm playing and having a good time, that sort of comes off in the sort of video. That sort of is reflected in the video. If I was not having fun and I was there going, oh, this is stupid, I've clicked that, well, that's rubbish. Oh, God, why do I bother? Everyone will be there going, well, this is terrible, isn't it? You're being really miserable. Stop it. So, yeah, I don't think it would work quite as well, would it? Hang on, we need some sticky outy bits. Somebody's put, please play, I think they meant Factorio. Please play Factorio. I do have Factorio, and I've dabbled in it in my own time. I find it quite hard. I find it quite sort of complicated. Catherine O'Skye, if you want Factorio, go and watch her. She's very lovely. And also, she's very good at Factorio. Go and watch her, because if it was us doing it, it would be sort of like chaos and carnage, I feel. And I think it might be frustrating. Hang on, and scroll. Also, let's do a bit of this, because now it's getting complicated again. We need one of those, and then a longer one. And then, what bit is that? Oh, that's one of those. And then we need, like is that an end plate bit? That is not one of those. One of the other one. One of those. There, that. So we need to put the blue bit in. Oh no, it's small. It's a smaller end plate thingamajig. So not that one. It must be the other one. So yeah. It's that one. Okay. So that goes in like that. Then we've got sticker number 2, which is there. Okay, so sticker number 2, grab you. We'll put that onto here. Again, try my best to not make a completely terrible job of it. There we go, that's not so bad. And then we want that to go through like this, and then that to go like that. I think it's like that. Yeah, that looks about right. And then that is going to go... Where's that going? In here, apparently. Like... Hang on, what? Like this. I assume like this. No, it's... No, it's like this. It's sideways. It's a sideways thing. Or is it a sideways thing? I'm confused. I was going to say I'm confused game, but I'm not playing a game. That is that bit, is it not? So is it like this? Oh, I think it's like that, and then you push that through. Okay, yes, okay, right, I'm with you. I know what I'm doing. I've built Lego before. You wouldn't believe it, but I have. And then we need the other little end bit. That's going to be sticker number 8, I imagine. Yep, there we go. Sticker number 8, please. On it goes like so. Okay, and then we've got to put that bit in like that. And then we have that bit going sideways, and then that bit tucking in like that. And then this bit is going to go in... hang on a minute. Hang on. Let's turn it upside down like we've got with this bit, look. And then that's going in like this. I know what I'm doing. Everything is fine. So that can snap in like that. Okay. So we've got that bit sorted. There's not many pieces left. There aren't that many bits left now. We're coming toward the end of our exciting build. I'm looking forward to it zooming about. That's fun. Right, they're going to cover those bits up. So this is going to sort of cap onto these. Right, that's all. Fine. Go on. Hey, there we go. Okay, switch it round. It should look a bit like this, which it kind of does. It's not completely, utterly dissimilar. Splendid. And then we've got a big grey bar. No, it's not 1-to-1 size. It's the smaller one. Okay, so the smaller bar, grab our mostly built car. That's going to go through the second hole down. So there. And I imagine it's going to go along here, is it? Okay, and then through. Oh, this is going to be a delicate operation. This is crikey. It's going to go through numerous things. Just go into there. And then through the other side. And then through that. What? Oh dear, this is going to be a pain. This is. Hang on. It's going to be fine, apart from when it explodes. No, we're through, and we are out the other side. Beautiful. There we go. Look, it's on. The rear wing is on. Yay for the rear wing. Okay, rear wing attached. Looking good. Then we've got one of those bits. Where? Where is it going? I actually don't know where that's supposed to be on here. Oh, here, at the bottom, where I was tapping. Right, okay, so this side. So that's then going to cover up those bits. Any top 3 Benny Hill chases? Or top 1, because I definitely have one in mind that made me laugh to tears. I don't know. I don't think I've got a top 3. In my mind, it's all just, like, them running around with the music playing. And, like, silly stuff happening. But I can't think of a particular sort of instance of one. It's just a Benny Hill chase, isn't it? I can't get this on. Hang on. These bottom bits need to go in. Go on. There we go. So that's that on. And then we've got, there's only a few stickers left as well. Hi, Geek Cupboard. If you were stranded on an island, what 3 things would you take and why? I mean, is it bad to say, like, tea and a kettle and some sort of power source? and then I could at least have tea while I was there. Who inspired you to do YouTube? Now, we did cover this, again, in the recent Inside the Geek Cupboard video that we did. It is a... hang on, I'll have some tea first. Hang on a second. Lovely. And it's still warm. It's still warm. The cup warmer thing is doing a very good job. Yes, tis a sad tale. Which has led to good things, I feel, but it's a bit of a sad tale. So, if you are... I suppose you do a trigger warning. Trigger warning for terminal illness and sad things. So ages ago, back in 2015, we found out that my dad had cancer, and it was all very sad. My mum had died years before, and so there was just me. There was just me to help him out. I've got no brothers or sisters, no other family, so it was just me and him, and I was helping him out. And because he had cancer, he was going to hospital, and we took him to appointments and treatments and tests and things like that. And he was getting worse and worse as time went by, because he was getting on a bit. And hang on, I need to build a thing. Hang on, what's that? One of those? Oh yeah, it's one of those. While he was doing all these, while he was going away and having all these tests and things, I was just often sitting around, not doing anything. So I would listen to YouTube videos. I would put them on because I found they would help sort of calm me down, because bad things were happening and it wasn't fun. So yeah, I put them on and listened to them to help sort of try to maintain a bit of sort of normality and such like going on, because it wasn't a fun time. It wasn't a nice time at all. So while he went away for an operation or some treatment or whatever, I would put YouTube on. We need a sticker, by the way, sticker number 11. There we go, put sticker number 11 on. So I started watching, I think the first ever one I ever watched was Unstable Voltage, who I think has come back a bit recently. Got to put the other side on, haven't we? We're not sticking the other one on. Just one sticker. Oh, okay. I thought the other one would go on there. Where's sticker 15 going? I don't know where sticker 15's going. It feels like it should go on here. But no. Oh, that guy, it's going on the other side. I see. So I would sit and watch YouTube videos while he was having, sort of things going on, hospital-y things and, assessments and treatment and stuff. I would watch that because it helped maintain a slight bit of sort of normality in my head. And then, alas, the trigger warning now, he didn't survive. Dad succumbed to the cancer. It was all very sad. That was 2016, right at the start. And so we dealt with all the stuff. We dealt with the affairs, as people would say. And then, I just thought, you know what? When all this was happening, I watched a lot of YouTube stuff, and that was just people speaking nonsense and playing games and faffing around. And that I could do that. Could I do that? Could I possibly do a bit of that? And then, if people are feeling a bit glum and a bit sad, they can tune in and watch and think, do you know what, actually, that's all right. I've enjoyed watching that, and I feel a bit less glum now. If I can just shine a bit of, it sounds a bit twee, but if I could just shine a bit of light into somebody's world or whatever and make it feel less rubbish, that's got to be a good thing, hasn't it? So that's where the channel came from. That's kind of why it is here, really. Just maybe if other people are feeling, a bit glum, bit low, bit sad, whatever, then that is what the idea is. You come here to the Geek Cupboard, you watch some nonsense, hopefully it's a break, it's fun, it's silly, it's daft, and it raises a smile on your face, and that's kind of it. And that is what inspired me to do YouTube. But yeah, really, it's Unstable Voltage, and then Many a True Nerd, John at Many a True Nerd, who I'm sure is responsible for inspiring many YouTubers. Okay. This one's part. I challenge you to a slightly mathematical question, but it's about tea. Roughly how many litres of tea do you drink in a year? I don't know the answer. More than 5. Would you ever partner up and do a gaming video with another YouTuber? If so, which YouTuber? I mean, I've done videos with Dave, with Wee Hours Dave, And if I could sort my stuff out, and if the stars could align, and we could align also time zones would be useful, we would do more collaborative stuff. Because with Dave, it's just fun, because it's just light-hearted nonsense we muck about. If I could do a video with somebody else, it would either be with Many a True Nerd John, because I think he's very good, or, and I don't think it'd ever happen, but with Spiff. So Spiff, I'd love to do a video with the Spiffing Brit, because I think he's very funny. I like watching his stuff. So yeah, I would like to do videos with them if possible. But Dave would be top of the list because Dave is a brilliant person. Right, hang on. I need to scroll down again a bit. Where are we? Hang on. I should possibly do a bit more of this, shouldn't I? So we got that. And I've done that. I've done this bit. I was thinking I can't see where that is. Right. Two long thingies. That. Oh. 2 wheel interiors. So 2, wheel rims. And 2 tyres. Okay. This is exciting. Oh, now we're at the business end of things. Okay. So put one of those on there. Okay. And then, obviously, make the tyre. Okay, this is fine. We can do this. Oh, that's quite satisfying. Oh, yes, that was quite good. And then that goes on like that. Okay, that's fine. And then we've got to do the same again. So do that. Oh, we're putting the wheels on. We're putting the wheels on. This is very exciting. Okay, hang on a minute. Let's get this in. So boop that in. Makes a good noise, that does. So that goes in. That goes on a bit like that. And then, which side is it? Is it that side or that? No, I think it's... Hang on a minute. Hang on. You've got the inside. Yeah, it's that one. It's that side. Okay. And then again like that. Okay. Hang on. What kind of music do you like? I like music I like soundtracky kind of things. I like soundtracks to films and things like that, and games and such like. Stuff which is like musical but not necessarily with words, if that makes sense. I'll listen to film scores and things like that. The Lord of the Rings, Fellowship of the Ring film score is particularly good. Your last concert, when and who? I mean, this is a little bit of a sort of a slight weird thing, but I went to see... be judged. I went to see McFly. I went to see McFly with the children. So, yeah, I did go with the kids. Which one's this going through? Hang on. Is it that one? There's a hole there. I think it's going through there, is it? Yes, that looks about right because it's near those things. Okay. So, hang on a minute. Put a thing on the end of here. See, I went to see McFly at Warwick Castle, which was, it's a good venue to go and watch a concert. That was quite good. And they put on a good show, actually. We were jumping around and doing exciting stuff. It was good fun. That's not the right one. It's just there, Penge, you buffoon. It's through the back of it. There we go. So the wheels go on like that. Do you have your own D&D character? Ah, yes. I think maybe because you didn't get an answer from this, because I left it too long, you might have asked this for Inside the Geek Cupboard. But yes, I do have a D&D character. They are called Sid, and they are a tabaxi rogue. So they're like a cat person, and they're posh. They're posh, entitled, rich, and a bit arrogant. And so, yeah, so he speaks a little bit like this, and I say, would you mind awfully if I could just have that? Because it's me, that kind of thing. He's a bit of a, he looks after the people he's with, but only because he knows they can help him, because we're doing Curse of Strahd. If you don't know what Curse of Strahd is, your sort of characters, your D&D characters are transported away to like a land called Barovia, so it's not where D&D normally takes place, so they're sort of stuck there and they can't get out, and if they try and go out into the fog that surrounds this place, they either die or you just sort of walk back in in a weird kind of optical illusion kind of a way. So hang on a minute. Right, tires go on. That is fine. We can do that. So yes, pop the back tire on and pop the front tyre on. I'm now an official F1 mechanic, everybody. There we go. That looks really good. That looks very jazzy. We've got 4 of these things. We've got the 4 wheel covers. I think this is the final bits. This is the kind of final bits. But yeah, so yeah, Sid. We've got Sid. And yeah, he is fun to play. But yeah, because we're stuck, he knows that the characters he's with, he needs to sort of help them because they're the ones, they're like key to getting him out of there. If he doesn't help them, then he's going to be stuck there. And he doesn't want that because he hasn't got any of his luxuries. He's got none of the things, the finer things that he is used to. So yes, he needs them alive to sort of help him get out, if you like. But yeah, he's very rich, very entitled, and yeah, he's going down the thief route. The idea was that he rebelled. His parents were rich, and he got used to it, but he rebelled against his parents and became a thief. So he's like a contract thief. So back in not Barovia, he would be hired by people to go and steal like items to hire. And he wouldn't go and kill people as such as he was doing it. He would just go and nick things and steal like treasures and important stuff, or he'd break into houses and find notebooks and diaries and whatever else. So yeah, that's my D&D character. He's called Sid, and he's a pompous thief, if you like, if you need a description. If Yorkshire Gold were discontinued tomorrow, what would be your emotional recovery timeline? It's a fine question. Probably a long time. Also, milk first or last? Milk last, you monster. Also, what's something that instantly improves your day? I don't know. Like just a nice cup of tea? I don't know. Just like something just pleasant and jolly. Lastly, how many hats is too many hats where people started asking questions? 6 maybe 6 hats. These things I think just pop in here. Look, they just do they just snap into place? Oh, I put them on the wrong side. Oh, no, hang on a minute. No. We need more middle. We need more middle bit here. Hang on, I've not done that very well. So this bit has got to stick out the other side of the tyre as well. Look, so it's got to pop out like that, and then the wheel cover, sort of the inner wheel bit, will fit onto that like so. Yes, there we go. And another one here. That can go in like that. Very good. Is that one more or less centered? No, it is not. Push that one along a bit. Move wheel thingy. Somebody else has put, will you ever do hand modelling? I don't know. Could I get away with it? Here are my hands. Hi. I don't know. I don't know if there's any call for much in the way of hand modelling. I don't know. What's the game you spent the most time playing? I was pondering that with my friends the other day. Well, I said the other day. Last year, went to Sweden for a bit of a break. Like an old man weekend away, as we often do now. And we were talking about this. And I don't know it. I mean, it could be Deus. It could be Civilization 2. I played the heck out of Civilization 2. But then also I remember playing a lot of Ocarina of Time, but I'm only 21, so I don't know how that happened. I must have used the Ocarina. But that could possibly be it. I don't know. I mean, I don't think it's a modern game. I think it would have been when I was younger, because of course, I had more time and it was a bit easier back then, and there weren't as many choices of games to play, and I didn't have children and all that kind of stuff. So probably one of those older games, I would have thought. I mean, I did complete Deus Ex about 15 times in various different ways because I really loved it, and I still do. But yeah, Civilization 2. I played that so much. I played so much Civilization 2, so it could possibly be that. What Lego models of RJs would you like if you had space? Weirdly appropriate question, given what we've just finished working on. And I think we have finished it. I mean, yeah, we're finishing on a Lego-based question, which makes sense. So apparently, if I pull this back, I've got a spare piece. If I pull this back, it should go forwards. And it does. Okay, it might not be going forward too much on this surface. There it is. It is. It's going about as fast as the 2026 Aston Martins. Look at that. Yes. Yeah, okay, so it is doing quite a lot of stuff. It is gaining quite a lot of, sort of kinetic energy stuff. But yeah, maybe it's just because it's on this, it's like a grippier surface. Maybe it's not quite going as well. But there we go. There we go. We've built a Lego thing on camera. There we go. This is the Lego Mercedes-AMG F1 W14 from the 2023 F1 season, which didn't win a single race that year. Hooray! There we go. Never mind. It's still quite a nice car. And that's a good Lego build. That's very exciting. Look at that. That's going to go pride of place in the Geek Cupboard. This is very good. I like that. What I'm going to do is I'll finish my tea. We'll put that sort of there-ish. I shall finish my tea and I'll go through a few more questions. I don't think we're anywhere near covering them all. We're nowhere near dealing with all of the questions. There are so many. What Lego models of RJs would you like if you had space? So RJ is a regular on the Geek Cupboard Discord. Oh, and in the videos and things. But RJ's got all the Lego. All of it. Just every single set. And he puts pictures on and I get terribly jealous. He's got the Lego Enterprise, which I really wanted, but I couldn't justify the spending on it. I would pick that, actually. I'd pick the Lego Enterprise. Who are Betty and Bernard? And how did they become recurring characters? Are they based off real people? No. Betty just came from when we did Fallout 4, Explodes Zone. We had Betty Boom. Because it had a nice alliteration to it. And also it was a bit like Betty Boop, but Betty Boom, because she could only use explosives. And then Bernard came about just because it's a fun name to say, and it began with B. So we have Betty and Bernard. They're not based on real people. They're just fun names to say. What's your favourite game you've only played off stream? Why haven't you streamed it or done videos of it? That's, again, favourite game. Deus Ex, possibly. But there are other games that are really good fun. There are many other games that I've played. But yeah, that might be one that, I've not played that for ages because it's very, very old. What's your number one game of all time to play? And does it have tea in it? The Civilization games as well. Like Civilization 2 and such like. They're very good to play. It's tricky. Because people say, what's your favourite game? But it depends on the circumstance, doesn't it? Sometimes you want a game where you run around and you blow stuff up. And, real-time strategy games are good for, planning and doing that kind of stuff. Sometimes you want a more calmer experience, a bit like Civ, which is nice and turn-based. Sometimes you might want to go and be a king who's doing crusading, that kind of a thing. It's a tricky thing to say what's your number one game. Because it depends on the mood and such like. Hang on a minute, let me scroll down a bit more. What's your favourite tea and biscuit? Someone's put. Yorkshire Gold is my favourite tea. Here, lovely. Biscuit, custard cream. I like a custard cream. Custard creams are very good biscuits. Everyone should eat a lovely custard cream. Which hat that you own is your favourite hat? I don't have many hats, but... Wait, there. And then I better wrap things up. Hang on. Can I get that out without it causing too many problems? I think so. There we go. I got given this. This is linked to the D&D thing that we had earlier. This is Sid's hat. This is my D&D character's hat that I got bought by the Secret Santa that turned up in our D&D group. But yeah, this is Sid's hat. This is my favourite hat. I do have a fez. And again, this has been pointed out in the Inside the Geek Cupboard video. Sometimes I will be recording, and if I don't need to hear the game, a bit like Golden Lap. You don't need to hear Golden Lap. I don't need to have my headphones on for that. I might be wearing a fez from time to time. You have no idea, but some of the videos in the Geek Cupboard have been recorded whilst I've been wearing a fez, because it's a comfy thing to have on your head. So yeah, there you go. That is, I don't know if it's going to show up very well on account of the nearness of the camera, whatever. But there we go. That is a hat. 'Tis a good hat. Hang on. I need to put that somewhere. There we go. Come here, Formula One car. Hang on a minute. Let's go and have a look. Penge, are Arsenal going to win the Prem this season? It looks like it, doesn't it? You asked that a while ago, and it looked good. I suspect they might do. I think they might win the Premier League this season. Do you miss pufferfish? Having sent it to Dave. Now that might require explanation, but yes, a long time ago, a friend of mine from work, we had a bit of a competition to go to, when we were away on holiday / vacation, we tried to buy the worst possible gift for each other and bring it back and obviously go, right, here is your terrible gift. And my friend from work bought me a pufferfish. It was a dead pufferfish that was puffed out with a little beak. And for some reason, somebody had stuck googly eyes onto it and a little straw hat and then a string that you could hang the pufferfish from. And they gave it to me and it sat in my room for ages. And then, yes, I discussed it with Dave and Dave brought it up on one of his streams once and it became a bit of a legendary thing. Then I sent him a picture of it. So it appeared in picture on Dave's streams. And then when Dave came here, I gifted him pufferfish. I felt like that was the right thing to do. I do miss pufferfish a little bit, but I know he's having a lovely time over at Dave's place. So yeah, it's okay. Pufferfish, he sends me pictures. I get pictures of pufferfish having a nice time, having dinner, that kind of thing. It's all good. Right, we'll do a couple of questions and then I shall wrap things up. Because also I've nearly finished my tea. I miss you doing the Advent tea calendar. Oh yeah, the festive Advent countdown. Why aren't you doing it anymore? For time reasons more than anything else. Just because it took a while to do. And it became really difficult to do a regular daily gaming video and then also do the festive Advent countdown. It just became quite a tricky, difficult thing to fit in. And yeah, sometimes I was not doing other stuff. I was going, right, I'm going to not go to a Christmas thing because I need to record me drinking tea from an Advent calendar. And that's not the right thing, is it? So yes, that is why. What's this one? How do you know so many American 90s pop culture references? Star Trek I get, but so many others, none of which I can think of right now, other than a duct tape, a woo. You have no idea how many times I said to my wife, hey, Penge said the thing. Do I say the thing? I don't know. I just watch stuff. I was just, subjected to such things, much in the way of 90s pop culture. Because I wasn't alive then, was I? Because I'm only 21. I caught up on it on VHS tapes, which I'm entirely unfamiliar with, being a 21-year-old. I don't know. I just watch a lot of things, and I might have possibly been around in the 90s a little bit. So yeah, I mean, there's a lot of different things I'd reference. I do like duct tape, a woo, though, because that's quite fun to do. Oh, botherations. The only question I can think of is, do you play any board card games? And if so, what are your favourites? We play so many board card games. So many of them. There are many. King Domino. We've got, Hero Quest. There's a game called Expedition. There's Dungeon Mayhem and Superhero Mayhem, is it called? Lots of different things. One Night Werewolf's really good. That's a good family favourite. That's quite fun. Dobble. Terrible at Dobble. Really awful. My daughter beats me at Dobble all the time, which is a little bit naff, isn't it? Why do muscles cramp up if you stretch too hard in the morning? I don't know. Lack of water or something? I don't know. Does that mean you're dehydrated? Hello, Penge. My question is, what was the best Christmas gift you received as a child? Oh, do you know what? We'll wrap up on this one, I think. Because that is quite a good question. I mean, again, these were sent before Christmas. So that's why some of them are Christmas related, which makes sense. Hang on. I've finished the tea. It would be a choice between two. Number one, and again, I'm only 21, but for some reason, one of the best Christmas presents I got was the full toy playset of Castle Grayskull when I was a child, because I really liked He-Man. I remember that being an exciting thing. And another present was from my granddad on my dad's side, and he got me my first ever computer, which was an Amstrad CPC 464. So yeah, one was good fun. Yay, it's He-Man, and he's got a castle now. He's got Castle Grayskull. This is the best thing ever. But the other thing was probably a bit more formative, because then I had a computer and then I learned how to code and things like that. So yeah, I'll put them equal. We'll put them equal, I think. It can be a mixture between Castle Grayskull and also an Amstrad CPC 464 with a tape deck and a screen. And I eventually got a TV tuner for it. It was very exciting. And I think that will do. I'm trying to look through a few of the questions, but some of them are kind of similar. Hi, Bench, have you ever visited Hungary? Love your vids. Do you know, no, I haven't, but we sort of alluded to this a bit earlier. Me and some friends are trying to go on holiday each year to sort of different places. We're not going to the big sort of tourist areas in each place. So we went to the Czech Republic some years back, and we didn't go to Prague. We landed in Prague, but then we went to Pilsen, which is a sort of a smaller town where the brewery is, and we had some beer, and it was nice. So no, we've not done Hungary, but we could possibly go there at some point. So yeah, it's on the list, shall we say. There's quite a long list of places we'd like to go, but of course, because of time and everything else, we can only redo one trip a year. So yeah, I think that would be it. I mean, there's a lot of other questions. Someone's put, did you get the Star Trek Enterprise Lego? Oh, that was Alex. Alex has been around forever. No, I didn't. I haven't got it. I couldn't afford it. Someone's put, how much is 2 plus 2? 2, carry the 4, multiply it by the first number you thought of. Is it 9? I don't know. Oh, crikey. Okay, somebody's put a lot of... There's so many questions I haven't covered, for which I do apologise. Because, yeah, there were hundreds. I'm scrolling... There's so many. Oh, dear me. What is the meaning of life, the universe, and everything? That would be an ecumenical matter. I don't know. So, yeah, there we go. The idea was that I wanted to build this, and we have done this. And there we go. We've built a Lego thing on camera. It's nice, and it looks really good. It looks very good, and it's got, like, an exciting moving part on it. It actually does some Lego Technic stuff, which is nice. So I think with this finished, we shall wrap things up. I think, we've been going a while. But hang on a minute. I can check how long I've been waffling on. 2 hours. Good Lord. Yeah, that's quite a lot of waffling nonsense, isn't it? That's possibly plenty of waffling nonsense. If no one ever sneezed again, how long would it take you to notice? That's a good question. I don't know. A while. Pineapple on pizza, what are your thoughts? I'm okay with it. I'm alright with it. If it's a well-made pizza, I think it's probably fine. Do we get a face reveal? No, I want to keep it kind of separate. The idea is that we keep it, my identity out of YouTube land is kind of separate. I don't mind showing my hands and a bit of the house or something, but yeah, you don't want to see my craggy old face. It's fine. It's all good. What's the meaning of life? 42, I think, isn't it? Yeah, there's a lot of things. There's a lot of questions, and I think I'm just going to have to possibly. How's the colourful fence? The colourful fence is looking good. It's looking very good. I would love some advice. I'm a chronically ill and housebound YouTuber. Oh, that's very sad. Oh, that is a bit sad. Oh, well, hopefully things have picked up a little bit if they can. If they could possibly do that. I don't know. I'm struggling to record and upload day by day in games of my life since I was 2. Words of wisdom, just keep soldiering on. Just keep soldiering on. Do what you enjoy, though. Don't sort of try and do stuff to be successful. If you've got an idea, then run with it. But yeah, don't sort of drop your morals and your standards and things and do things that are out of character because it might sort of get loads of attention or whatever. Stick to a plan, work toward it, and yeah, you'll get there. I mean, yeah, set reasonable goals as well. I think that's one of the main things that I've learned from doing this whole YouTube thing, is that for most people, for some people it works. They do a YouTube thing and they hit on a particular thing and it goes, woo, and they become super famous, not famous, super successful very quickly, and it all works out for them and they're sorted. And that works for a tiny, tiny percentage of people. But for most other people, like, myself, there is work. You have to put effort in, and you've got to look at the games you're doing, and you've got to make sure they're the right ones, and that you're going to have fun, and you put the videos together properly and everything else. So, yeah, having reasonable goals, I think, is probably a very important thing as well. Because if you go, right, I'm going to do a YouTube channel, and within 2 months, I want to have 50 million subscribers, that's probably not going to happen, and then you're going to get disheartened. But if you said, right, I'm going to do YouTube, and by the end of 2 months, I'm going to have 50 subscribers, that's probably a bit more realistic. And if you get a lot more, then brilliant. But if you don't and you're nearly there, then that's also good. So, yeah, I'd say just sort of, chip away at it, carry on, don't give up, and work at it, and it will probably all sort of come together. And I think, with that done, we shall finish things up. We've built a Lego thing. I've answered some, if not all, of the questions, because there are so many of them, so many questions. But yeah, we've done the thing, we've done the Lego thing, and yeah, it's tying in with the start of the Formula 1 season, which I will be watching with great interest and excitement. So yeah, there we go. I think we can wrap things up. The Lego is complete. I've answered lots of questions. There is not much more for us to do, and also I need to go and cook some food now, because I think people are going to be hungry downstairs. So I'm going to go downstairs. Everyone's going to go, where's my food? So, yes, I will go and find a place for this in the Geek Cupboard. I think that's my chair creaking away. I've got a very creaky chair. I think it might go... I'm just looking around behind me. It might go up on that shelf near Ecto 1. I've got a Lego Ecto 1 from Ghostbusters, so might possibly go there. So, yeah, that is what I think we'll do. So I'll go and find a place for this, and... if you're still here by this point, after 2 hours of waffling, then thank you for sticking around. But yeah, hopefully it was interesting. Hopefully it was enjoyable. Don't pick up on the mistakes I made as we were doing this, because a few mistakes were made. I rectified them, obviously, because we have finished the thing. But yeah, so don't focus on those. That's all fine. And hopefully, yes, you enjoyed joining me to celebrate the new Formula 1 season by building a Formula 1 Lego car, which was very nice indeed. But yes, with that done, let's finish things up for now. Hopefully, as we just said, you did enjoy this. If you did, please do leave a like. I can do that because the like icon is a thumbs up. Anyway, yeah, please do leave a like. That would be most marvellous indeed. I'm trying to think of a pun for marvellous and Formula 1. I can't think of a pun for marvellous and Formula 1. Most marvellous. I won't do that again. Most marvellous indeed. And also, if you are not already, which I would be surprised if you are not, but if you are not already, then please do subscribe to keep up to date with all the other bits and bobs and nonsense that we get up to in the Geek Cupboard. But for now, thank you very much for joining me in the Geek Cupboard, and I'll see you next time.